Hey folks, how's it going? Master, and welcome back to another video. Now, a bit of an interesting, different scenario that we got going on here for the intro of this kind of video. But I kind of want to take a few moments out of this video to kind of discuss the YouTube channel, because I feel like I owe you guys a little bit of something here to kind of key you in on what's going on here with the channel. You know, if you haven't already noticed, you know, the time between uploads has been a little bit longer. The editing is certainly down from what it used to be a few months ago, and you know, I feel like I want to put it out there, just kind of update on what's going on, because again, I'm very open about the channel. I'm very open about what's going on with the production of the content. So yeah, just gonna take a few moments here to kind of discuss where I've been at here and how I feel moving forward. Of course, I will still be making YouTube content. Don't take this as a retirement speech from YouTube. I'm still very much looking forward to what's ahead for Cards and Castles 2, and of course, once that hits, the grind set for those videos are going to be absolutely real. But yeah, I kind of wanted to discuss just in general things that I've been doing that have been sort of taking away from the YouTube, if you will. The biggest thing probably is the fact that we've had a mini Twitch explosion over the last few months. We've been really connecting with a lot of creators over on that platform and have really made it into a special place. A wild one, but a great one at that. And that's been sort of where I've been making content over the last several months. Of course, in conjunction with YouTube. But between the streams, my full-time job, and again, making content, that's sort of detracted from being able to upload more regularly and with quality that we demonstrated a while back. And I do want to kind of apologize for that, because I feel like you guys do deserve, you know, the best content possible. But you know, everything kind of together took its toll on my health, and you know, I do want to slow things down a little bit. And I figured, you know, we've been at the YouTube game for so many years now, it's okay to ease up on the gas pedal a little bit, at least for the time being, before Cards and Castles 2 really takes off and becomes a big thing here on this channel specifically. Probably not like the mainstream, right? Because, you know, who knows where things end up in popularity down the line here. But I did want to put this sort of little update bit out there, where I do acknowledge that YouTube has become a little bit of a funky donkey as of late. And you know, while I still will be making content, you know, hopefully on a regular basis here, you're gonna get like a video or 2 videos a week, obviously. Just expect, you know, the videos to kind of return to the quality of how they were before all the editing stuff at least kicked in, at least for now, because I do want to give myself that time to breathe and have fun as well over on Twitch, which of course has been really fun. If you haven't already joined, the link is down below. You know, follow the Twitch channel to be informed and hang out with us, you know, play some other games, maybe join in on them too. We do like a couple bits of party games. So I just wanted to put that out there, just so that way you guys know what's going on with the channel and all that. Because again, it's important. You guys are here for the Cards and Castles content, and when I disappear, things can get a little bit funky. I know. But you know what? Enough about the sappy stuff, or I guess not sappy stuff, more like personal update stuff, because, you know, you want to see me play the cards. I get it. Let's go ahead and actually make the deck. Well, not make the deck. Let's showcase the deck. See, my English is already forgotten. Let's go ahead and showcase the deck here for our suit replacement strategy. Right, and now with all of the weirder introductory update stuff out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about the deck for today's episode, the suit replacement deck. Now, this has been a concept that's been around for quite a few years, being able to utilize the suit of armor's 10-10 body that cannot move in conjunction with a replacement technique, where of course you can select a unit, return it to your hand, and then summon another unit in its place. So i.e. I move the Shadow Drake up, I replacement technique, and I can spawn, I don't know, maybe like a mischievous imp or something like that. But because of suit's very discounted 2 gold cost, people have found it quite effective to be a replacement target, moving a unit very close to the opposing castle, replacement technique that unit out, and put in the suit of armor for some big damage. Of course, sometimes you see people running multi-strike or demonic rage to make them OTK, where the suit of armor will just smack right in and deal all the bits of damage. But I feel like I didn't really want to make it about the OTK part, and more about just establishing the combo, being able to get the suit of armor to your opponent's face very quickly. And to do that, we of course are running a lot of cycle stuff. The main objective of this is to go through the deck as quickly as possible to find the tools that we need using the Awaken engine. Things like the Sleeping Dojo in conjunction with the Imp, the Headwood, the Badger, the Masuda, all things that will be able to awaken and draw us a card, while also establishing bodies for us to move in with the suit of armor. And of course, beyond that, the Fear, Swiftness, and Lumberjack also provide additional cycle tools to kind of keep us moving through the deck, which is great, especially the Awaken synergy part here, because if you don't already know, the suit of armor actually does have its Awaken ability, its old Awaken ability, still coded into the card. Meaning, if you use, say, Rite of Awakening or Headmaster Saurus on the suit or while the suit is in play, you are going to get an attack buff to the card. Now, I forget if it's, I think, +8 attack or +6. I think it's +8. But being able to get a +8 on your suit of armor is big damage and nearly in itself an OTK. Combine that with the fact that you could do some blacksmith armory buffs or some general other chip damage along the game, because of course you're going to end up having those opportunities to hit for 1, 3, 2, etc. That in itself might just be your OTK right there, being able to bounce back a unit with a replacement technique, throw them in the suit, throw down a Rite of Awakening onto the suit of armor, get that hidden ability, that hidden attack buff, and finish off the castle. So yeah, that is of course the main objective: cycle to find the suit combo and then successfully pull off the suit combo. But let's go ahead and go by card to quickly showcase what we're running in this deck in a bit more detail. Obviously, we mentioned some of our other draw tools already. The Fear, Lumberjack, and Swiftness all play into the fact that you are adding more cycle to this deck to, of course, get your combo faster. Swiftness in particular, because of course the other two are more generic staples. Swiftness is a part of this deck because of its ability to grant permanent movement onto a unit. And of course, that allows you to get even closer into face a bit more quickly to then successfully pull off your combo before your opponent has time to blink. Moving along though, got your Rite of Awakening and Headmaster, which of course is the Awakened package. Speaking of the Awakened package, Masuda, Imp, Headwood, and Badger are contenders for receiving any sort of buffs here. Masuda and Imp because they're cheaper units and might synergize well with the replacement stuff we're doing. Badger because we can gain stealth to freely move this Badger around the board to set up properly for the replacement combo. And then Headwood just because Headwood's an asshole with Awakened damage, which might help us in case of swarm matchups. Following that, you've got the Dojo, which of course is our, draw engine, our big draw tool. Awaken, draw cards, simple as that. Suit of Armor, one of the stars of the deck. You know why it's in here, because we want to make that suit appear on someone's face. The globals of Blacksmith and Armory, no mention on why they're needed here. Blue Firebolt at 3 for some extra burn stuff, replacement technique, the other star of the show. Shadow Drake is in here because I feel like he's a great stealth target and a cheaper one at that allows us to freely move him around the board. Again, like Badger, set up for our replacement combo on a bit more unsuspecting victims. Badger we've noted, Saurus we've noted, Headwood we've noted, and then of course rounding out the lineup here, Dragon's Fire and Shodan. Dragon's Fire, just because it's a big board wipe, and of course every deck will be running at least 2 copies of Dragon's Fire and Warlock. And then Shodan, I guess he also an Awaken. I forgot to mention he is part of the Awaken package. But again, the +1 movement he gets off of his Awaken ability is so useful here that we want to run it so that way we can get something closer into castle to pull off the combo. So, with that being said, a very straightforward idea. Let's see how it goes in practice, though, and face off against an opponent in match number 1. All right, and game number 1 underway with a bit of a rougher hand. I'm going to swap out even the suit here. The problem is with this deck, right? You need to come later in the game. You can't start with it. You kind of need to draw into it. We have to do a great way to cycle into it. Fear, Swiftness, Lumberjack. Great additional draw spells that'll help us get to where we want to be. There's Mischievous Imp to go along with the opener here. Let's go ahead and hit for 1. I figured why not. Let's do a little bit of that. Do I risk playing the other imp? I think I do. If I get burned off, then that's a bummer, but I'm hoping... Okay, well, you know, not everything pays off, chat, the way that you want. I don't know why I said chat. It's just so in my brain. Charge coming down. Gonna be a bit of an annoyance here, but something that we can kind of overcome because this deck that we're playing is more of an OTK focus deck. We're not looking for chip damage across the game. We're looking for that big damage all at once here. We're gonna start kind of pull it out here with the Imp Dojo draw, getting a little bit of cycle pressure going that we do need, so we can kind of keep swapping through our cards. Darkbender, interesting. That's fine. Okay, there's a piece of the pie. Damn, that would have been really useful if it hit the Darkbender, but it did not. Let's go ahead and hold back for now. We'll pass here. Our opponent's going emote spam, I guess. Sure, why not? Ooh, Keeper. Keeper's a bit of a big land there, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, there is a juicy combo, though. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Keeper. I feel like that's going to be priority number 1. We'll hold back for now. I don't think that we have to do anything major here because of this, generally speaking. There's another... Okay, there's another Keeper. That's a bit of an issue. We don't necessarily have what it takes to do... that. Although I guess we could set up a Headwood here and push back the Keeper so it doesn't get in our face right away. We kind of gotta stall out the game a little bit here. Maybe I should have had him come in so we can do the Suit of Armor Swiftness. It's fine. This is fine. This is fine. Banshee coming out now. That's fine. Banshee's doing its thing here. Just being a Headwood target, if anything. That is completely fine here. We'll see how our Headwood lands. I think he wants to keep things fairly separated for the most part, I imagine. Because of course we can do a little bit of the nasty if his things are clumped together. Not exactly the best. Ooh, that helps immensely though. Dragon's Fire coming in clutch there, doing a big burn off. He will get a little bit of help off of this Keeper, but that's fine. We do have a Suit of Armor to pop this. We do have now both. We have Replacement Technique Suit, Replacement Technique Suit. So we can be a bit more lenient here with one of the suits. Horseman hitting, probably the worst option. That's fine. That is what it is. Interesting. Huh. I don't want to do this. We're not at the greatest combo point yet, unless, are we? Let's go ahead and do a suit here. Let's use one to pop. Shadow Drake going off, doing its thing. We'll put Imp on the board as well, just for some additional damage. We'll pass it on that. I do want to swing in. We have the combo here, Swiftness, Replacement Technique, if we can protect our Drake here, which... what are we doing? What are we doing with the... Oh, Kunai. Okay, sure. Kunai's fine, allowing him to kill off the Headwood. No big deal. Flamestorm. He's revealed where the Shadow Drake is. What is his response to it, though? Now that he knows where we are. He might leave that open. If he does, that's going to be big for us. Don't put it in front of the... Damn it! I hate gamers sometimes, man. Okay, this is still okay. This is still okay. Let's go with a Shodan, I guess. Why not, right? do a little bit of the funny stuff with the Shodan. Perhaps even get a swiftness on this, allowing us to go into our plays. Of course he hits the Shodan, though. Of course, chat. He hits the Shodan. I don't know why, but you know, it's just the way it is. Okay. Dwarven Archives, sure. A little bit of the funny here with the Mordok synergy. Although, where's he gonna put that? That's my question. Interesting choice of spot there, my guy. Sure, that's fine. Now, what happens if I just do a little bit of the swiftness? We come around, hit here, do a little of the whoosh, replace. There's the suit. There's the 10 strike. And I guess we can just fear this back as well, because why not? And see where that goes. That is the big damage we wanted from the suit of armor replacement strategy here. Now we get Shodan back at full HP. We're allowing the suit of armor to kind of sit in front of the face here for big potential damage. Black's coming out, sure. He might be able to kill the suit of armor because now he's got a global in play. Mordok can't reach us, thankfully, because the way he's positioned himself there. So, a little unfortunate, but he's going to try and get out of this. Dwarven Archives for more draw. Okay, looking better for us here. Looking better. He needs to be able to kill this. Dwarven Miner. That'll be able to do it. Yep, because now the Imp and then the Blacksmith will make a trade as well. Unless he has something else that can pop in, although it feels weird if that's the case. He should just kind of focus on... Yeah, okay. That also works. And then, of course, the Mordok going to sit right there in front of the face. Sure. That is completely fine. Let's go ahead and set up a Shodan here and a Blacksmith. I'll put the Blacksmith in behind the Shodan so that way we can avoid the fear. The Double Church will be annoying because it's allowing him to, you know, stay healthy in the HP department. But thankfully, with Headmaster, we should be able to kill here. Oh, there's a dinosaur nest. Annoying, but fine. And then, yeah, we'll see all of these guys run up here. Another baby, sure. Why not for the pile, right? Why not? Shadow, why would you... I don't know why you shadow slip there. But, you know, to each their own, right? Yeah, you know, you could tell you didn't really mean to do that by the way you've got it going here. But you know what? We're not here to necessarily judge. Now, is there a way I can make this play better, or do I just end up going for Dragon's Fire Pass is the question. If I've had another Swiftness, that would have been great, but we don't have one. Something just fell. Yeah, I kind of just have to throw it to the Dragon's Fire and hope that we can get this Headmaster off effectively. So, I mean, what else do I use? I can't use the replacement technique for anything else here, so let's go ahead and pass it back. Our opponent now, well, now we are in the sudden death here, so he's got to find a way to remove the Shodan. He's got to find a way to kill it, because we can, of course, run with the Headmaster just for the final blow as well. Yeah, there's the Mordok coming back out for a reduced cost. That's fine. No big deal there. Doing the math here, I think that should work out in our favor. He's probably going to end up walling up just because we have the threat of reawakening Shodan. I would like to end it with the... what do we call it? The suit. But I don't... Actually, can we? Yes, I think we can. Yep, we can do it. Replacement. Pop here. Get the suit. And then, wah. Finish it off. in style. Beautiful, beautiful game one from the deck here, showing the main strategy, the main thing you want to do with this deck being just the replacement suit on the face. Beautiful stuff. Let's go ahead and get into our next game, though. All right, and next up on the, well, I guess next matchup per se, is going up against Red-Blue here. Now, I kept the Dojo as a way to try to establish some early awakening draw from our things like Masuda and Imp if we could pull them, which we did pull. We managed to pull a Masuda out turn one, so that should be great. Ryder, you pain in the ass. It's not really what I wanted to see, but you know what? It's not the end of the world. We'll put the Dojo down. We'll see if he has any response for it. We can Masuda fear back the Rider to kind of save ourselves a little bit here. Okay, or we're going to battle ready. Oh, boy. Oh, and Witch Bolt my Dojo. Okay, so... sure. I guess we're doing a Masuda trade here then. Oh, Lord. Okay, so this is an aggro, in-your-face, beat-up type of deck. No getting around that, which is going to be a bit awkward, but let's see if we can make something happen. There is the Dwarven Miner. The Miner is fine. He's going to probably take a snooze back over there for now. Probably play another Dojo and pass on that. I really... we shouldn't be allowing things to get too close here, so... Okay, there's a flame shield for the Lumberjack. Wonderful. Not exactly the greatest, but here we are. Yeah, gonna have to use the Drake then. Also keeping it out of potential chain lightning position. Hoping that there's not more buffs in that hand here. Fear, or he's gonna try and draw it out. Dwarven Miner, alright, that's, again, not the worst. We can deal with something like that. Let's go ahead and hit over here. I guess let's just also go ahead and slow things down a bit here with another Shadow Drake to the Dwarven Miner. We're well away from Yarm, so this positioning shouldn't hurt us too badly, and that gives us room to set up the Professor Headwood plus right here. So now we start getting into some draw. And yeah, that weak spot right there, that moment, is going to be a great opportunity for us to go into the Headwood. Put that over here. Even go ahead and Swiftness our Shadow Drake here to get a bit of extra damage into face. Putting that making him respond to it is going to be very, very beneficial. And of course, the Headwood damage following suit is going to be even better for us. So let's see what happens. Keeper coming out here. All right, it's a pretty little combo there. That's no big deal. Gets a Banshee. Can't play it, though. Lumberjack to try and soak up some of this Headwood damage, which makes sense here. Which kind of worked out for him. I will give him that. Let's go ahead and put the Headwood over here. Let's kind of set up a little bit with some more Awakened stuff. We do have a right potential for Headwood, but let's not use it yet until he kind of reveals more of his hand or shows us more of what he's got in his hand to throw at us. Because we, of course, know he's got at least a Banshee in there, which can be easily popped by Headwood. Plus, potentially another bunch of smaller units that... oh, okay, I say smaller. There's a goddamn White Knight. Okay, the same trap going down here, so he wasted that. Good for us. Good for us there. Let's go ahead and see what we can pull here. Imp burning off the Keeper. Actually, very useful. I guess let's see where this... Actually, hold on. Can I afford to do... Blacksmith, Armory... Right... not exactly where I wanted to hit, but you know what? That still works. Let's do that. Let's move you out of the way. I could... nah. There's no point in allowing the White Knight to gain extra buffs here. That buff is probably Might of the Minotaur at this rate. Because things have died, things have been summoned, etc, etc. So there's the L-Blade finally coming out. We knew he had it somewhere on that Banshee. Now getting rid of the Badger, that's fine. Shifting Technique could be funny, but he's ending up having to make a trade here, which I don't think he wants to do with Shifting Technique. At least he shouldn't. Okay, he does it anyway. That's fine. It's not going to really go anywhere for this White Knight because it will just die. Oh, okay, never mind. He just recycles it because the game is generous like that. Lumberjack, sure, that'll hit the board here, but that is going to be a G from us here. Big value blue firebolt here, folks, removing the Lumberjack and allowing us to hit into phase 4 the remaining points of damage. Overall, a quick one, but that's probably most likely due to the fact that we had a aggro matchup here. So let's go ahead and jump into our next game, our last game, I think, for the day, and see what we can pull off there. All right, and in we go with our last matchup of the day. Honestly, a hand I want to replace here. 2 Headwood in suit, while funny, not exactly to be what gets us the win here. And this one might not either. Swiftness, Blue Fire, and 2 Shadow Drakes here. The Swiftness could be useful if we had a deeper unit to play it with as a way to cycle our hand a bit. Or, okay, I mean, speak and I shall receive. There's Masuda, we'll take that. He has no way to actually burn this as of right now, unless he's going to coin into Spiny, which feels like a huge waste for Masuda. So this should be good. We'd, of course, get the Shadow Drakes out a little bit sooner, and from there, hopefully, start putting some pressure on the board. At least that's what I want to do. Okay, there's a Wizard. Wizard's fine. If he actually wants to, we could just Blue Fire the Wizard and let the Rider make the trade here. Like, I'm genuinely okay with that. Yeah. I think I'm okay with just getting rid of a Wizard at this rate. And then we'll take the 2 extra damage. It's fine in the long run. I've got Shadow Drake plus Fear in the following turn for whatever he's got, so... Yeah, okay, throwing out the respect here. Are we gonna go, okay, Rider again. That's fine by me. Let's go ahead and put this here. I'm going to end up fearing back the Rider anyway, just because, again, this deck wants to cycle. This deck wants to kind of get the key tools into the hand as fast as possible. So if we can cycle at any opportunity that might seem beneficial, we will end up taking it. Okay. Speaking of cycle, I think I'm going to go ahead and Swiftness up this Shadow Drake, popping into the Faithful. It does have more health, and of course we'll allow the Rider to trade. We'll just let the Rider trade in. The Shodan's useful, but not immediately. The Shadow Drake that we also have in our hand was going to probably be what we rely on for the next turn or two here. Okay. Dragonite in my face. What's else? What else is in the pipeline? Nothing. Interesting. We'll take that. I'll take that. Let's go for another Shadow Drake here to block. Simple as that. Nothing fancy about it. We might see him use some kind of Centaur or Companion to get rid of this. Oh, okay. Or not. Curious. I'm going to go ahead and actually just trade with that Dragonite so it's not an issue for our Shodan, which we're going to keep a little farther back. We do have the Awakened movement on this guy. So that's something that we should utilize properly instead of just kind of putting him into freeze range. Wouldn't be good if we lost at the freeze. Lumberjack for some draw cycle here. I imagine he might have just drawn that, because why else wouldn't you play it? Oh, Reanimate. Oh, fuck. Yep. Hassan City Guard and blue is Reanimate. I didn't even use Reanimate. The question is, can I kill him because of that? I don't know if I can. I mean, I could do that. Right? I probably should have put the imp out first. Oh, well. I'm a bit of a dumb. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue to cycle here with our infinite movement Shodan, which does 6 explosion damage. Perfect. Not in the prime position, but I think this still works out quite well. I mean, I imagine this dude has to have Reanimate resources in hand by now, right? I mean, you gotta do something with Reanimate here, boss. Oh, Beastmaster. That's a good way to do so. It's a very good way to do so, actually. You put all 3 bears in, and then, yeah. It's very nice. Except for that one bear is going to make some explosion damage happen as well, so a little suspect. But you know what? It's fine. He might just do the Beastmaster and actually at that point to protect his castle HP. Or not. Or just completely not do what I asked. Or recommended. I shouldn't say asked, because of course I am asking him to lose the game. Yeah, exactly. I'm in his head. Anyways, there goes our Shodan. That's fine. Now he's probably going to come to Reanimate. Yeah, there it is. Oof. Oh, and the Reanimate hits the... Ay. Okay. Well, I do think we still actually managed to get out of this, don't we? Yeah, we do. So here's the funny part about replacement technique. It can be used for stupid shit like this. A way to extend your units in for that final bit of damage here works very, very well. Such an underutilized card as well, but rightfully so. It is 4 gold. Very tricky to use here and there. So overall, I think that is going to be a great showcase of what our deck can do. So let's go ahead and close out this video. Right, and with that being said, folks, hope you guys did enjoy this edition of Hidden Combos. Now, I know we didn't really get to show off the Rite of Awakening plus suit combo, but the replacement suit deck combination in of itself, while not being totally new, is still always fun to pull off, and, you know, I think it was about time I put my take on it to put out there into the world. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. Be sure to let me know what you think of that by leaving your thoughts down in the comment section below. Right down there. If you haven't done so already, be sure to like the video. Be sure to share it with your friends. Of course, subscribe if you're new or haven't done so already. It's the best way you can support the channel after all here and help us grow on the platform. So, and yeah, I think with that being said, guys, until next time, stay gaming.